Right, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can replace your gear knob, which is this top part here, and I'm going to be replacing mine with just the generic aluminium black ball gear knob instead. Yeah, I'm not sure if it looks better than this one, but I was like, yeah, I might as well try something new. So I'm gonna try this out, see if I like it, and I'll show you guys how you can do it as well. So the first step, which you're going to want to do, is to take off this part, which is like the shifter boot part. So to do that, you can get like a plastic pry tool and pry up the silver trim, or you can just use your hand. I'm just going to use my hand. Put it back here, and then lift up, and it has come off. So now you can just lift that up. Now at the bottom of the shifter boot, if I can get a good camera angle of it, there we go. Focus please, camera. But there is this metal clip right here. See it spinning a bit. Sorry, the focus is horrible right now. There we go. So this little metal clip here, one that I'm spinning, that is keeping the gear knob currently on there. So you just want to loosen that up so that you can pull off the actual gear knob. So to do that, I'm going to use a screwdriver. So I'm just going to get one that can fit in there. And I should be able to use this one probably. This is going to be quite hard with one hand. So I'm just literally putting it in the little opening right here. And I'm just going to try to twist it a bit to push the metal apart to loosen it up a bit. There we go. Alright, so I just made sure to loosen the metal clip thing a bit more, and then because it kind of clamps in on all four of these corners, it clamps in, so just loosen it up as much as you can. Then you won't need to put much effort in at all to lift this off of the rest of the shifter. Alright, now that that is done, I'm just gonna try to figure out how to release this old gear knob from the shift boot. So I feel like to do that, you just have to pry up on this like outer like rim part, and I feel like that will separate the two pieces. So I'm gonna try that now. Yeah, so I'm just gonna keep on trying to pry this up to try to separate the shifter boot from the gear knob. Alright, so I've gotten this piece off now. I'll set that to one side. Now this is what it's looking like. And from here I by the looks of it, I should be able to slide out the boot. Here's one side already out, so like this side is already loose right here, so I'm just gonna use this. I'm actually gonna put the screwdriver back in there, but through the little gap, and just try and work its way around to get out all the other sides. Once again, sorry for the bad camera angles, but this is very hard to film. Alright, there we go. Now we have successfully got the boot on one side and the gear knob off on its own over here. So we'll put that to one side as well. Alright, so now that we've taken off the boot and the knob, which was the old one, we now want to put on the new gear knob. So the one that I bought came with a few fittings, so I'm just going to open it up and see which one actually fits over this. So I'm going to try this one first. Right, that one didn't fit, so I'm going to try this one that has a larger hole. You see this one has a bigger hole, this one's got a smaller hole, and so on and so forth. They're all different sizes. So I'm going to try the one with the larger hole. Going to put in this side first. This one is looking like it will be the one. So I'm just gonna try and press it down on there so it goes further down more. I do not think this is the best for the transmission to just be knocking down on it like this, but oh well. Don't have a hammer, so I'm just going to use a screwdriver with the end part. Try and tap this down. There we go. It is on there now. I'll bring you guys closer and show you that the silver bit, which is this part, is now at the top there. And we've, focus please camera, and now the threaded insert is there, so when we do get our gear knob, we can put it on and then thread it on top of this one, and then it will be good. But we're not at that step yet, so I'm going to unthread that, put that to one side, and now we're going to have to put on the shift boot again. So I'll place you guys back over here. I'm going to grab the shift boot and slip it over this. Make sure that you put this back on the right way. Actually, it doesn't really matter since you can spin it like this. Just pop it on there, but just make sure that the small side is at the front again and the wider side is at the back. Now we want to make this tight around this again. So to do that, I'm going to use a zip tie instead of that metal clamp that was there before, since I'm not going to be reusing it. So I'm just going to slip this over. pinch around it a bit and put a zip tie around there, which is near the bottom. And then pull that and make sure it's tight. Alright, when it's on there, just push down this shift boot just to make sure everything's looking a-okay. So I've pushed it down, as you can see, it's looking pretty fine. So now that that's been done, I'll pull this back up. And what we can do now is we can snip off the excess of the zip tie, since we don't want that in the way. So there goes that. Now we can push back down on the shift boot, try and make it look a bit pretty. And then we can click it back into place, so just push it back down how it originally came out. Oh, whoops. Alright. So the shift boot is now back in place. And the final step is to grab the shift knob and put that on top and screw it in. Mine has actually just cracked, but either way I will try see if it will still thread on there. Nope, that is not happening. So what I will do is I'll pull this back off. Alright, now that that's off, you can, maybe you'll be able to see it a bit, but it cracked. Focus please, camera. Okay, it doesn't look like it's going to focus, but it cracked down the middle there a bit. So I'm going to try thread it in here and then just push it down onto the shift knob. That way, when it's already threaded into this, it will be tight and the metal part here won't open back up the crack. Alright, there we go. That's now threaded all the way in there. Now I'm just going to try push it back down onto the what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the trusty screwdriver and give it a good few hits. Give it a good push down again for extra measure. I'm giving it a tug upwards just to make sure it's on there, because you don't want this coming off in your hand whilst driving, because that might not be a pretty sight. And once you do that, everything's done. Now you have completed changing your shift knob.